Well, Manchester United have made a new Mbeumo offer. The story has been obviously provided to us by Duncan Castles. If you've been following this channel for some time, Duncan Castles works for the Sunday Times and he's a journalist, very credible, and he has a very huge connection to the club of Manchester United. Then we also have Wheatley coming in through and obviously having something to say about the club of Manchester United and the expectations that he wants to meet as that setter forward from the academy of Manchester United. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. And let's obviously go ahead and really subscribe because we want to hit 21,000 subscribers, right? So please do the needful, subscribe. After subscribing, hit the notification bell that will enable you get notified every time I upload a video onto this beautiful channel of ours. And let's obviously go eyes into this beautiful topic of football, of Mbeumo. Fabrizio Romano, yesterday, he came up and obviously told United fans that please let your hearts really have a very good settle. Let it not really swing like a pendulum, waiting for where it will settle, you know. And he told us that United remain in control of Bryan Mbeumo's situation. We know with clubs like Brentford, Brighton, it's always difficult to negotiate for the top players, so it's not easy to reach an agreement. So he's like, Manchester United are in control of the Bryan Mbeumo situation, and he know that clubs like Brighton, Brentford are always difficult to negotiate for their top players. And I think it's becoming the new normal into the Premier League that for any club that really has a very top player and is leaving, they want to obviously do what we call maximize, you know. They want to obviously maximize to see to it that everything really goes ahead as planned. So it's hard not to reach any agreement. So it looks like the agreement is really very, very hard to reach between Manchester United and the side of Brentford because this guy is one of their top players, and we all admit that obviously he is the best player alive at the side of Brentford. If you know, you know. So today we've gotten a story from Duncan Castles after Fabrizio was telling us that the deal was obviously gonna look hard, you know, and finally with the deal trying to look hard, we've obviously gone ahead to get in a post from Duncan Castles from the Times that Man United has offered a package worth more than £60 million to Brentford for Bryan Mbeumo. Brentford wants at least £70 million to sell Mbeumo and will do everything possible to achieve that. Now, Brentford is like, please and please and please and please, we are not obviously going to be stooping low. All we want is money, and the money we want should be beyond £60 million, and the exact fee is £70 million. Now we are asking which is which. First and foremost, they said they wanted £60 million of guaranteed payments. You understand? Now what we are getting is that it's not all about that. It's also about £70 million. Now that means they've gone ahead to obviously extend their call and requests. And what is that? They've gone ahead to increase some £10 million, and looks like they're obviously trying to make it hard to see it that other suitors can obviously come in through and the bidding war really opens up. And Man United, I don't think they'll be in a proper position to compete with any club unless otherwise the player is adamant that he's not joining any club and is only going to be playing for the club of Manchester United. That's the only thing that can save Man United from obviously getting this deal done and dusted. But for Mbeumo, he has chosen to come to Manchester United and nothing is going to be stopping him as a player to become a player for the club of Manchester United. So that bid looks like it won't obviously move the side of Brentford because all they need is to because all they need is 70 million pounds, and United have gone ahead to offer 60. Now, we are waiting to see how that really moves on, but I know United will keep pushing to get this deal done and dusted into the mix in there. So, that is it for the club of Manchester United, and otherwise, we are here to really let's see how things will obviously happen. Now, Ethan Wheatley has told us that I want to be a Man United player in the future, but if that doesn't happen, then it obviously wasn't meant to be. We will just see what happens in the future. Now, Ethan Wheatley wanting to be a player for Manchester United, especially for the senior team, he has already gone ahead to make his debut. He needs to match up his levels and see to it that he surpasses a player known as Chido Obi Martin, because Chido Obi Martin has gone ahead to come in through and he made his Premier League debuts for the club of Manchester United. And guess what? Ethan Wheatley has been on loan, and all he has to do is to continue scoring goals and obviously turn out to be a very good striker. All else, he can obviously get sold with a buyback clause, and Man United might obviously get him back if it's the ground running. That is it. Ethan Wheatley, even if my first loan didn't go well, I had it in the back of my head and I was telling staff around the club, it's not going to define me as a player. It's not going to judge me, to judge where I end up in the future. So that is what Ethan Wheatley has gone ahead to say, that even if his first loan never went on well as planned, it won't really stop him from obviously achieving what he wants to achieve in as a player. He also added and said, I think it's just like a little blip in my early career, and hopefully I can just bounce back from it continuing into next season. So he's like, next season is obviously gonna be another chance given to me to operate into the best way possible as Ethan Wheatley. And he's really a striker. He's really good and he really scores goals. And what shows you that he's that good, even the team of England under 21, I think, has gone ahead to trust him with playing for that team in there. So he has been playing for Warsaw, and that was his first loan. 2022-2023, so scored 9 goals in 4. He's played 9 games and scored 4 goals. 2025, 6 matches and he scored 5 goals. It shows you that he was really doing good. Now, we wait to see whether United will obviously, this is under 21, right? For Warsaw, he played 4 games and scored 0 goals. So he came back for United under 21s and is really scoring goals again. So we wait to see how that will fall in place for him and really see him really win and win and win. That is it. So Ethan Wheatley also added and said, the club has been good with me. They've let me come back and play a few under 21 games just to keep my legs going. So it's been good to be back at Man United, developing and getting game time. Yeah, game time is really very important for every player, but he needs to know that he might be given out, because if you go to Warsaw and you don't really shine, then you cannot command any stay at the club of Manchester United. And it's Eric Ten Hag that had gone obviously to understand him better. And I think the manager, that is Ruben Amorim, hasn't gone ahead to obviously understand Ethan Wheatley. Ethan Wheatley also said, my second half of the season has been frustrating, not being able to show what I'm about. You understand? But I think this tournament is the perfect way to do it. I think there will be a lot of eyes on it, and representing your country in Euros, there is not much better than that. And it has been good to hopefully impress, and just for myself and for the team, play my part and do as well. So Ethan Wheatley, I think he's one of those players that are really going to be playing in the Euros, you know, under 21 Euro squad, you know, because what's his name? It's a part of the under 19 squad competing in the European Championship in Romania, right? So He's playing for the under 19 of England. That is Ethan Wheatley for you. So, guys, your thoughts on to new Mbeumo offer made by Man United to Brentford are welcome in the comment section below. And do you think Ethan Wheatley will meet his expectations in as far as playing for the senior club of Manchester United is concerned? Not ins and offs when the team is having injuries, but going in on merit. I'm out.